Step 1, rent a Lambo. Step 2, rent a mansion on Airbnb.
He made me £5,000 back. This guy is a genius.
So yeah, fucking lost out on $3,000.
Have you ever been scammed? It must have been a very unpleasant feeling. And from what I'm seeing, things are genuinely just getting worse. These money scams are actually getting absolutely out of control. I'm laughing a bit just because I actually can't believe that this is what our society has come to. You've got 4-minute bike rides costing you more than 100 quid, and many more different types of scams that you probably haven't even seen or heard before. Which is why, my friends, because I really respect the ambitious men watching my videos. And this is literally why I made my YouTube channel. I help ambitious men get smarter with money. So please, my friends, watch the video, because I do not want you to be scammed in any way, shape or form, especially not from these scams that I'm about to show you in this video. Make sure you pay close attention and watch to the end. Make sure they don't happen to you. And if you don't know who I am, hello, my name is Vic. I found my passion in helping ambitious men get smarter with their money, and not just through knowledge, but through the psychological aspects of building the discipline and accountability to do it on a very regular basis. Because in my own opinion, this is what accumulates substantial wealth over a prolonged period of time. And I love making this content for you for free. I hope you like these types of videos so much that you want to join the growing community I've spent months and months to build, where we take it a step further off YouTube for a more interactive approach so I can virtually meet you in the growing community I've built for us, for ambitious men to get smarter with their money and keep each other accountable, disciplined about our own financial journeys, and make great connections and friends along the way as well, which share the similar interest of building wealth over time and getting smarter with money. I've tried to make this video as short and efficient as I possibly can for you, so let's just dive straight into it. I challenge you, my friend, to do your best to watch as much as you can of it so these scams don't happen to you. Let's begin. Please subscribe and share.
Step 1, rent a Lambo. Step 2, rent a mansion on Airbnb. Step 3, bring all your outfits and shoot every shot you'll use for the next year of you standing next to your mansion and Lambo. Step 4, fake your Shopify statistics by manually adding in every order to make these dashboard pages seem real even when you refresh the page. Step 5, make a video promising people $30K in a month, telling them how you were just like them when you started and you figured it out, and they can too if they just buy your course for $997. Step 6, they buy your course and realize it's a scam, but that's where Step 7 comes into play. Pay them referral bonuses to recruit other students and to give your course 5-star reviews. They'll only post positive things, and that'll make it seem even more legit to help you get even more students.
There's not really much to say because I think this guy absolutely summed it up perfectly, especially with the dropshipping hype, like with Iman Gatsi, with the SMMA side of things, and especially with dropshipping. And it's so easy to make something that is so fake, like just a screenshot, then post and be like, oh, I made this much. It's so illegal. And the consumer on the other side will not actually realize the difference at all because it looks legit. Forex in a nutshell. Bro just cooked the whole industry. I mean, he really did. He did a very, very good job. There's actual dedicated businesses for the renting of Lamborghinis, which is obviously fine, but you can imagine you have a lot of influencers going there, renting the Lambo, shooting shitloads of videos to make content enough for maybe, let's say, half a year or a whole year, and then just posting that non-stop, running ads to it. And then it looks like you're living this luxury lifestyle with a luxury car. Most of the time they have a hot woman there, which they most likely 99% of the time pay her as well. So it's an absolutely made up life, and it's a very lonely life. It's a very stupid life. Do what you're passionate about and just stick to that, no matter like how specific it is, with one problem, one avatar, and one location, and grind that out. But scams get even more problematic in this next clip that we're just about to see. Make sure you pay close attention, my friends, because it really gets worse.
A little warning to anyone trying to sell anything on Facebook. Be careful who you're dealing with. I've gone to sell my push bike today. Had it up for sale for $3,000. Agreed with the guy that I'd deliver it. So I've got up there. He's then gone to transfer me the money. It's gone through. Obviously I've had nothing come through my account. So yeah, said to him, obviously, until it's gone through, you're not taking the bike, mate. So I should have known better with it being in Bradford. Fuck Bradford. Yeah, he turned around to me, said, well, you can hold my phone if you want. I only want to make sure the bike works, which I thought, yeah, genuine enough. He needs to see that it's worth $3,000. Gave me the phone. He's ended up pedaling off. Before I've noticed it, he's gone. I've then looked at the phone. It's just a burner phone with no SIM in it. So yeah, fucking lost out on $3,000.
I've been ill for over a week, my friends, so please do forgive me. But I have reserved the same t-shirt to wear for this video to finish it for you. Leave a like for that commitment. I don't know if this is in America, but let me know down in the comments below if it is in America. But definitely this happens frequently in the UK. And that is why you always want to pay someone in cash, especially if it's from Facebook. I mean, there's quite a lot of scammers over there in my own opinion, from my own experience anyway, but I always ask them to pay in cash for anything. because then you could easily just go to your bank and then deposit the money into your bank account, and then you can receive your money in your actual bank. And another thing which is a good idea, which I think this Jay Taylor guy said, that you can actually fit a tracker onto the bike. So even if it does get stolen or something goes wrong, you have a tracker on it. Only thing with that, if the transaction actually did go fine and the guy wasn't a scammer, I don't know how ethical that would be, but still. But don't switch off just yet, my friend. This is where ambitious men will pay the closest attention, because this scam happens in one of the most famous cities in the world, London.
First is an easy one. The rickshaws you see dotted around London. If you want to go on one, don't. If your partner wants to go on one, drag them away. Everyone here has a horror story of a friend who went on a 4-minute ride in one with the music blaring, taking a couple of selfies, only to be charged 80 quid when they get out at the other end. Apparently they have to display price lists now, but I wouldn't believe a number on it. They are a cartel. If you argue with one, you argue with all of them, and good luck with that.
This guy is so English, it's incredible, and I don't even mean it in like an offensive way. I just always still get so surprised, even though I've lived in this country for almost 20 years. Just London has still always fascinated me, I suppose. Although pedicabs have been made legal now because of this Pedicab London Act of 2024. By the way, the rickshaws that he was talking about are also known as pedicabs, same thing. But even though they have been legalized, they're still incredibly expensive. By all means, you can absolutely take one and negotiate the price before the ride, which I'm not sure why people don't do that. Probably because they think it really won't be expensive for a few minutes journey. As we can see here from this tourist being charged around £450 for a short ride, that is incredibly expensive. That's like if Uber had an Uber Ultra Premium subscription, but even this is probably more expensive than that. In my own opinion, with anything, my friends, because I'm a massive advocate for exercise and a massive advocate for walking, in whichever city you are, just walk it. Because especially in cities, if you're in a car, there's going to be so much traffic. You're substantially more likely to crash your car, or there to be some sort of damage to your car. I've driven in London many times. There's literally cyclists in the middle, on the left, to the back, just everywhere. And on top of that, you've got traffic that you need to look out for as well, and traffic lights and pedestrians. Although, of course, you have to factor in crime rates, but this is just my own opinion. And we're digressing into a completely different topic, but do always make sure you keep yourself safe, my friends, because there's crazy stuff happening in the trains in England, in buses in America, but absolutely can happen here as well. There's so many crazy things going on in the world, my friends, so just make sure you protect yourself so you can build generational wealth for your family and for yourself. You can be the smartest, most ambitious man on the planet, make substantial amounts of wealth, and this is exactly what this channel's here to do. That's why it's so important to get smart with money as quickly as humanly possible, and to join a space to be motivated, to be held accountable and disciplined every single day, which is again why I've made my online community for you guys watching this channel.
I just wanted to tell you, Christmas is a scam. Look at all these holidays lined up back to back. You got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you got Black Friday, you got Cyber Monday. Do you understand these holidays are stacked back to back to back to back, to the point where you're spending more money on flights to go see your family, you're spending more money on outfits so you can dress up for Halloween, you're spending money Black Friday and all this stuff, and then Christmas, the biggest day, to say, okay, give me the rest of your money for the rest of this year. Now you broke as hell. Do you?
Now, I don't want to burst anyone's bubble, but he's right. Christmas and most of these holidays are all a scam. Not the real meaning behind it, but what America and what the world has kind of made it out to be. Because supposedly it's supposed to be about Jesus' birthday, even though it wasn't technically on Christmas. And now all of a sudden it's about a Christmas tree and buying gifts and all these other things. Now, if you don't get a bunch of gifts for anyone, then it shows that you don't care about them. This is the reality that the world has created for us. And now we feel that we have the need to spend money every single time this time of the year comes around. And now it's got everybody thinking that you don't care about them if you don't buy them something. So you're spending all this money, and a lot of people don't have it like that, so they're going into debt. And listen, I'm not saying that celebrating Christmas is a bad thing. If this is what you do and you want to buy gifts and do all these things and get the tree, there's nothing wrong with that. But what I am saying is don't feel the need to go into debt just to get somebody some gifts. Something my mom and dad always taught me is to do for people all year long. So you don't have to wait until one time of the year to actually do something for somebody. That's all just programmed.
Now, my friends, I'm not meaning to sound like Scrooge and the killer of Christmas, but yes, I fully agree with this as well. Christmas is about spending time with loved ones, not spending actual money. The best Christmases I've had is when I've actually had all of my family around me. I definitely don't want to sound cringe, but comment below if that is actually the best Christmas you've had as well, and you've actually had actual loved ones around you. Friends, family, whoever that may be. I think we're all focusing too much nowadays on spending currency rather than spending time. And we need to understand that spending time is substantially more valuable than spending money, especially when it comes to loved ones. It's crazy when I saw that the average person on Christmas spends round about £600. My friend, that is ridiculous. Even if I was to have a kid right now, I know obviously this is hypothetical, so I don't truly know how it would be. There is no way I'm spending that much on my kid or even on a loved one. And it's not because I don't love them, it's nothing to do with that. And yes, it does sound really weird, but hear me out for the next 20 seconds. Instead of spending that 600, I'd probably buy them something for like, let's say even be a bit more generous, £400 distributed across all of the people that I love. Obviously, I understand games like, you know, PS5, stuff like this, and actually the PS5 consoles, like they're going to be very popular and very expensive. So fair enough, I suppose that is obviously a consideration. I'd much rather prefer opening a stocks and shares ISA for someone, putting £200 there into an index fund that would generate about 10% nominal rate of return. And yes, I'm being truthfully serious. I know it sounds so weird, but the reason it's true, but the reason I'm being serious with this is because let's say if I had a kid and they were 5 years old, or let's say I had a grandson and they were 5 years old, retirement age by the time that they grow up will be approximately 70 years, right? And life expectancy is consistently increasing more and more as medicine improves. More likely than not, with godly genetics, they will get to way more above 70. But £200 invested in an index fund at a 10% nominal rate of return for a period of 65 years, my friends, this is the result you're going to see on the screen right now. That's like a mini retirement, dude. It preserves your wealth very well. Obviously, this is based on speculation. It's not guaranteed results. But for me, in my own opinion, I personally see those gifts, especially for kids, as substantially better gifts. Because not only does it teach them to delay gratification, which is a very important skill in life in general, and there have actually been many studies which show that kids that actually have developed themselves into delaying gratification have become substantially more successful, because in order to be successful at anything, you need to delay gratification. You will not get anything really quick. You cannot accumulate high income skills quickly. Even in your career, in order to get to the top position, you will not get there quickly. You need to develop your skill set over a period of time. Therefore, you need to delay gratification. You can't be too impatient. And on top of that, you need to be hardworking. But again, my friends, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying this is my own opinion. And it would be very interesting to know what you guys, or just in general, how you think about it down in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, because I'm pretty sure I'm the only weird one right now. Just wait a few more minutes though, my friends, because this guy was not able to use his bank account for 6 years because of a scam. We definitely do not want this to happen to us. So let's have a look.
You're unable to use a bank account for at least 6 years.
So I sent £500 and he made me £5,000 back. This guy is a genius.
Have you seen ads like these on your social media promising fast cash? It's all a scam and it's breaking the law.
So the people who respond to these adverts are sometimes known as money mules. Their bank accounts are used by criminals to move money in a chain of transactions, making it more difficult for authorities to track.
It was about flashy cars, for example, holidays, watches, that kind of thing.
DeRay saw a friend posting on social media about money they made. He allowed that person to put £4,000 in his bank account. The plan, he'd withdraw it the next day, hand it over and keep a bit for himself. But then his bank account was shut down.
You're unable to use a bank account like for at least 6 years. So you can't get credit, you can't get a loan, a mortgage.
DeRay had been blacklisted by a fraud prevention service used by many of the UK's top banks.
I felt a bit ashamed. I was a bit nervous to tell my own mum about it all. She was shocked and why I did it, and she was upset. What she said, son, you can fix it. Do what you got to do to get your life back.
Although DeRay wasn't prosecuted, he had to appeal to financial authorities repeatedly to have a bank account again.
They're not bad kids that want to do harm. Hustle culture is really, really popular, and fraudsters, criminals, they tap into that and sell the dream to these young people.
Genuinely, I haven't heard of this at all up until I watched this video, but I really do hope this guy DeRay is alright now, because even though technically he shouldn't have done what he did, it's still an exceptionally harsh repercussion that is very difficult to live with. Because imagine 6 to 7 years of the banks not being able to give you a mortgage or anything. There's actually quite a few people that have had this problem. I didn't even realize. I'm on the same list for the same thing. I can totally relate. Happened to me. I'm in that situation now. I'm a victim of this. What I found interesting was this comment though, because I was actually thinking about the same thing. If you can't use a bank account for 6 years, how do you pay rent and bills? I'm sure they must have a way. I don't exactly know how it works. If you guys know, let me know down in the comments below. I hope some of these clips scared you a bit, my friend, in a respectful way, of course, just because it can definitely happen. I'm not gonna lie, it does terrify me. Doesn't matter how good you are with money, you always have to stay one step ahead of these scammers and just be careful, not accept anything you don't know, not give money or take money from anything that you don't know the source of. Keep a good relationship with your bank, always ask them questions if you're unsure, and make sure you're with a very good bank that offers very good customer support for this. My friends, make sure you stay ambitious and stay careful. This video took me a long time to make, so if you did enjoy this video, my friends, please leave me a like so other people like you can also watch watch this video and enjoy it, so we keep growing the YouTube community on this channel in the right direction, for ambitious men to get smarter with money, because that's exactly what I want. That's exactly the whole purpose of this channel. And if you guys have any ideas on future videos that you want me to do, by all means comment down below. It'd be great to hear your thoughts. Other than that, my friends, I wish you a fantastic day, and YouTube does recommend you watch one of these two videos over here, so click one and I'll see you over there, my friends.